And my question was there supposed to be a helmet on the aft airlocks?
If there's a helmet icon, because I'm not in there right now, and there is no helmet there, then yes.
Okay.
So I start. So influence the border with 1 cube. And I activate border, so I have 2 actions. I drop gun in EVA as free action, and I move once to airlocks and one more to...
That sounds suspiciously like something a monkey would do, Peter. Very suspicious.
There is everything suspicious.
Why would a boarder do that? Why would a boarder get rid of their gun? That's what it seems rather important for a boarder to have their gun. I'm sorry, there was a question?
Yeah, there was. How many movement does a character have? He dropped. It was the first action, and he
it was
moved
drop is free action.
So you can do a free pickup or drop during any activation.
And then, then I use 2 moves.
Gotcha.
All right. If you want some beginner tips, there's a primer right here.
Yeah.
You know what to do at the beginning.
Ready.
Just read that, and that will help. There are also tips for your secret identity. Read those tips, and hopefully they are helpful. I will activate the maintenance plans. So, influence maintenance plans. Activate the maintenance plans. The maintenance beta is going to pick up this. And beta is going to then move one, two, and that's my turn. Oh, let me see. Do I want to use my compromat? No, my turn. Did you get a time on that teach, Peter?
What?
It was about 45 minutes.
I can check how long it was.
Put 1 cube on the consort. So we'll get a free pickup of the compromat.
It was 40 minutes.
And go into the security station, and we're gonna make some evidence. Where is that? Oh. The consort has the evidence.
Hey. I'm gonna influence the exile.
I don't know about the sequence of play. Maybe the sequence of play should be early, but definitely the action should be later, because you need to know all the things before you get to actions.
Moves to the mid lab and grab compromat.
But sequence of play can definitely be
All right. That was my turn. That was so obvious. My turn.
Welcome to Stationfall.
Yeah. All right.
It's bullet point 3 on this. Make a plan, but expect that plan to fall apart.
Anyway, influence the cyber and move 1, 2, and I guess that's all.
Yes. So I move turns. And I reveal as a chimp.
Shocker! I never would have guessed.
Oh, that's what the eyeball's for.
So surprising.
So there are no groups on chimp, and I activate chimp, and now I only can activate him. So as my first free action, I pick the helmet. Then I go to the locks to the space. And as my second action,
That's so pointless. Why? No. Yeah, we need to change that.
Oh, what?
The whole reason why we didn't give the stupid monkey the helmet was because it was overpowered, and now we just put it in a place where he can do it as a free action.
I think monkey should start on other place, or the helmet should be on
Okay, I'm changing that.
a bit other space.
Every playtest, the notes are just nerf monkey.
I hate that monkey.
But I did not bribe anyone.
No, you didn't.
But I
So
will.
it's even worse now because you didn't need to. Okay, stupid monkey. Okay. And it's just the major issue is when the border and the monkey are both in the game, which somehow they always are. All right. To deal with stupid Peter and his stupid monkey. You know what? No, that wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't even have locked you up because you're like right there. That's the worst starting location. All right.
Good luck, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Samuel. Stupid monkey already got a gun turn 2.
Yep. I just came to check, and it's done for.
All right. I'm going to activate the Daredevil. And the Daredevil's going to pick up this compromat. Pick up nanomeds too. Sure, why not? Let's pick up the nanomeds. And then move into here. And let me make sure that I don't want to do... No. Okay, good.
Someone should sound the alarm about the monkey.
There should be a monkey alarm.
In case of monkey break class.
So we're changing life support status, which by the way is not a thing in this game, which is why I didn't mention it, to be from like active to failure. It's gonna be like monkey status. Gun, no gun.
Raging or no?
It's when the monkey has a gun, he's gasping. All you can do is wait.
Okay, microbiologist. We get a cube. For these free manufacturers, pick up a drop. So I guess this is the art.
Man, it would have been so nice if we had all of the art for the teach. Terrible.
So we'll pick up the spirally thing. Move to the mainframe. And manufacture the digital assistant.
Okay, so the microbiologist now has the officer ability because when you possess the digital assistant, you act as an officer. You have the command codes, essentially.
Okay. What's a non-integral possession?
A non-integral possession?
It's everything. Just not.
A possession that is so some items can be integral or not integral. There are no integral items in this game. So basically, any item or data is a non-integral possession.
There's a few characters have stuff attached to their arms. You can't get rid of them.
I could do something that could help deal with the chimp, but it's probably not the right thing to do.
Sure.
But I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna reveal the consort.
Oh no, my cube.
Nice.
Yep. And I'm gonna take the chimp's items and put the chimp where the consort
Nice.
currently is,
Oh,
and I'll be in space.
Nice.
How does
I
this
approve.
happen?
No,
Did-
you can swap only with NPC.
Ah, that's true.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Shit.
Sorry. Yep. That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You could have
So
done it.
means
You could have done it if you had done it like
there was no way to do it before. Well, I mean, I could have done it before, but
yeah.
there's no way to know.
I mean, I knew he was a monkey, but like, yeah, that's. I don't think it actually would have helped.
no.
The only way that would have helped is if you were closer to the gun than the monkey was.
Yeah,
you swap with the border and then grab the gun back.
but I would have to do that
Yeah.
knowing what the monkey was going to do, which I
Well,
Couldn't
I
have
knew
known
what the monkey
without
was going to
playing.
do. I said that first turn. I was like, that, you know, that's a very clear, you know, monkey move right there, is to drop the gun.
Right. I'm saying me though.
No, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah. But that's also why I mentioned it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, well, dang, that sucks. Now everyone knows the consort's in my hand.
That is unfortunate. You could still reveal if you wanted to, and reveal with somebody else for whatever reason, or you could hold on to it and, you know.
But I think it's better to wait.
Yeah. Doing it then was only good to get rid of the chimp. Otherwise, the consort, I think, would be better off waiting.
Yeah, I forget what I wrote for the tip there, but I think I do say that, you know, a well-timed reveal is like late in the game when someone's about to meet the victory condition.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to get the gun out of the monkey's hand early.
Yep.
All right. Well,
I appreciate the effort. Stupid monkey.
the cyborg already has a thing on it. That's not super helpful. Sorry, that was my plan, so now I have to work on the fly.
Yep. Understandable.
And also this question mark pawn is representing who?
It is
The
not in
stranger?
game. It's stranger.
Oh yeah, that's from the previous characters that we had to remove.
All right, I'll put a cube on the engineer. And I will go 1. That seems like a lot, but yeah, let's do it.
Well, I can put a cube on medical bot and activate.
Put cube here. It's better to see it.
Okay. So 2 actions. I am here. Go for the first one. Take the compliment. And I still have my second action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And go to storage, I suppose.
Okay, I move turns. I influence operative. I pick briefcase as a free action. And I move 1 here. And second to security station.
All right, back to the maintenance clones. I'll activate Alpha, and I'll take this compromat and give him a helmet. And let me think. What's going on here? Who can get that? Yeah, he can get that. I'm so sad that the telepathic rat isn't in the game. All right, Peter. I want you to throw the gun into the forward airlocks.
No.
Okay. You are suspect, sir.
I am always suspect.
That is very suspect. I'm gonna send your monkey sex tapes to the authorities.
How could you not want to get rid of your
That's what
gun?
the evidence is.
Okay, that's it. So, yes, now evidence is sent to the authorities. Peter is guilty. Cannot win unless he escapes with the evidence himself.
So, turning off jammers is still system action, right?
Correct. It's here in the system actions box.
could control the consort. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn the jammers off. Pew! Wi-Fi's on. So now we can copy the evidence to anyone on the station.
To the chimp.
To the chimp.
No, not quite.
No, beep 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 beep, sending to the cyborg. So that was 2 actions. And there's
Ooh, the digital assistant can root. Somebody might be the digital.
all right.
Maybe. I don't know. I do kind of miss the first officer ability of like guessing who's who.
All right, I'm gonna pop over to the exile. We're gonna walk over to the mainframe, copy the digital assistant themselves.
Manufacture.
Manufacturer.
Hmm.
And because I'm the hacker, and the jammers are off, I can actually perform.
No, you have no more actions.
No. When activated, maybe
As a
perform
free action.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if there's a
Turn
good
them back
place to
on.
put a lock. Why would I do that? I think because I have the digital assistant, I can add a lock anywhere.
Correct.
I will do that in the most annoying space possible. Probably right here. Oh wait, the operative's a officer. That is not the most.
You
annoying
have the
spot.
digital assistant, so you are. Oh yeah, the operative is an officer, so it's not gonna. No.
Yeah. Maybe we do it here. Keep the daredevil trapped.
Let's just lock EVA so the monkey can't get in.
I didn't think that was possible. It's not even
Yeah, I
possible.
don't know if we can.
You can't lock EVA, but you can only lock corridors. But you can lock a corridor to prevent the monkey from getting very far. Like you can lock like that corridor. I don't know. That's super helpful though. I mean, the monkey definitely wants to get back in and like get shiny things.
We'll just build a wall around EVA.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna reactivate the cyborg again and move him to the print shop. And also pick this up.
Intriguing.
Hmm.
Cyborg wants rocket wings.
Interesting.
I move turn. 9 minutes left. I use the daredevil. I move twice. And I pick one compare on reach.
It's my daredevil.
Your daredevil was listening to a monkey.
Can you reactivate him again?
Yes, but you will have only one action. Because,
Uh-huh.
To
because
her.
there is disc
Sure.
already.
Okay, well, knowing, I think I still will activate the daredevil. I'll take the other gun for Matt. And then I'll move back here.
Daredevil to that. cube on the stowaway. And activate. So first action is they pop up in a dark room. Oh, helmet there. Yeah.
That Peter move doesn't work anymore. They don't have officer.
Second
know.
action will go here and free pick up a compliment.
No, my compromat.
I completely forgot about the stowaway.
Oh, there's a slider for the rewind time now. But I don't know how to get rid of it. No. Somebody tell me where the station chief is?
Oh. Don't see him.
They're not on the station, apparently.
Don't see
They
her.
They should be in the quarters, right?
No, he's...
Yeah, we didn't even put the compliment out.
Whose fault is that? Oh no, the station chief compromat is definitely out because I remember I had to add another one.
Okay, gonna put an influence cube on the maintenance clones and activate them, obviously. I'll take alpha 1, 2 and pick up
Mm-hmm.
And you can also put more cubes on some character. If you want, so other players do not want to put so many cubes on it.
So let's activate the medical again. And first of all, pick up these tools. Second of all,
Why does medical need a tool? They need
who
to help
knows? Who
people.
knows?
To make some chirurgy operation.
And to move here and here. Yeah, like that.
That looks suspicious. I activate operative.
I don't know what a doctor needs with a wrench. You're not fixing. You're not reviving robots.
I am afraid of the robots with wrench, so I run away. I go here, and I throw the briefcase to the space.
A very suspicious thing for
Well,
people
it's
to do.
because
That seems to only help the
I
monkey.
seen some robot.
Right. Well, I would. Yeah, I guess I can do that. The monkey does have a gun. So they can just take it from me.
You can come closer and see the gun from the wrong side.
And this stupid lock. All right.
Just need a hacker to move it. Oh, there's a helmet. You can go out and grab the briefcase.
Well, I don't even need to do that. The Daredevil is immune to hazards, so the Daredevil could just like jump out and grab it, but then, you know, they're stuck next to a monkey with a gun. So that's just a waste of a turn.
Well, they get another free action.
They move out there for free. They instead of, isn't it?
Daredevil doesn't say that way.
It's not instead of. Usually it's instead of. Daredevil is not the may free step. Oh, it doesn't take up one of their things. Okay. And the monkey could then just go inside and shoot the Daredevil. I wouldn't even take an action because they have. Oh, the monkey doesn't have. Yeah, they do have zero born. We need to just remove zero born, I think. So that's not helpful either.
We just had a cargo
Okay.
claw.
The cargo claw was in the game,
Yes, it was.
and we could have totally used the cargo claw to kill the monkey, 100%. Except that we removed the troubleshooter because we didn't have the troubleshooter identity card, which I'm really sad about. For a variety of reasons, including the fact that there is nothing that brings me more joy than cutting Peter in half.
But with Cargo Claw in the game, I will play a bit differently.
Well, you just need
So
more
instead, I
cargo.
have to figure out what I'm going to do here. And I think the cyborg is going to be influenced.
Oh,
And they are going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to pick up this compliment. And then I'm going to pass my turn, or end my turn.
take care.
Peter, why would you even pick, like, you know, such an easy character to play?
I did not play
You're
with
supposed to be testing.
Chimp any. Not yet.
You haven't played with a chimp before?
No. I think so. Probably.
You've played like 30, 40 times and you never played with a chimp.
And I play with my other character more. So I want to try this and see it is broken or not.
Okay, fine. I mean, we know this monkey's broken.
Well, we can get the evidence, but we got to make sure the monkey doesn't get the evidence.
Well, that's why I made the monkey guilty or a suspect so that people would do that. I'm actually trying to, you know, make that happen.
And the guy with the evidence ran away from the control room.
There's more evidence that can be manufactured right there.
Yeah, we got to get there. Gotta get to that room.
Consort and medical.
Yeah, that's why I sent it to the cyborg, and the cyborg's going off somewhere else.
And the clone and the operative. Lots of people in the vicinity.
They just need to go in the right direction.
This is not cooperative game. Complete your goals.
Everyone versus the monkey.
Oh man, I would have loved to cut Peter in half with that cargo claw again.
Who has that?
It would have been like that scene in the Umbrella Academy. Sorry to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it.
No.
Okay. Then. I'll just reveal as digital assistant. And it turns out the cyborg had something else in the evidence file.
So you're removing evidence. That's not really helping our cause.
No, it doesn't remove it. It just copies it.
It changes. No, it changed. Oh, you're not using Trojan Horse?
That's
Oh,
what
it-
it does. It copies it.
It says copy, not changing. No.
Copy to any character. Oh, okay. That may have changed in the last time I saw it.
The way that's worded, is it everyone who has evidence gets a digital assistant?
No,
or
to
is it-
any character,
No, that's one
Okay.
time.
not all characters.
So I can do root access.
I'll just put instead of any, I'll rewrite that just to say a character.
Okay.
So I can do this multiple times, right? The root access.
It's an action.
Alright, yeah, so not limited. Alright, let's transmit it to all the robots. That's my win condition.
No, the Trojan horse is one, right?
No, it's on reveal. So if you look at the thing here, actually, the Trojan horse should be a on reveal. Yeah, that should be an exclamation point, which I will also know. I thought I fixed that already, but I guess not.
Alright, we got a
Cyborg.
medical bot as an officer, and the consort's an officer. Everybody gets a digital assistant.
Horse.
Now I just have to keep them alive.
No, my question was the Trojan horse. Does that affect?
It's only
Everyone
for
with
one
evidence.
For
No,
one.
it doesn't. It doesn't affect everyone. It's just one person, which is why I'm writing instead of any to make
Okay,
it clear
so-
that it's not.
So you have to pick the cyborg or the consort.
Oops, so that's my turn.
Right, and I'm saying one of these digital assistants has to go.
No, so my actions was to control the cyborg and transmit the digital assistants to everyone. Everyone meaning the robots.
I'm confused how the consort got a digital assistant.
So I controlled the cyborg.
Yep.
And I'm telling him to transmit data because the jammers.
Oh,
are off.
and
I can
because
send them
the
to anyone.
jammers are off, it go anywhere. Got it.
So I'm sending it, uploading one to you and uploading one over here. I'm sure they'll find it very useful.
You can
Ignore
play new games
self-preservation.
with your digital assistant.
That is interesting. All right. So I'll pick up the exile. One, two. And as part of the free action because the jammers are off. I'll put down another lock. Yeah, that doesn't seem good to keep locking everyone down that way.
You're making it clear. You're making it clear why Matt actually removed locks from a regular system action that you can always do. I've been having this fight with him for a year.
Well, as for me, I'm gonna make a concert which is here, goes to space and leaves
That's the operative.
him here.
You are
Oh.
So the
you are
operative
playing
doesn't
with-
have an
Oh no
element.
no. Yes. You're right. The operative is here. He already has a disc, right? So I only would have one action.
Yes.
Oh, that's such a shame. What should I do?
You can kill operative in dark room. You can turn off cameras with medical.
Right. Yes. Consort is here. Yeah, let's do this. So anyway, put my cube here, and while activating consort, I'm gonna switch cameras to off, and
We have to stop recording now.
that's for system actions. What can I do? Hazard suppression and add more room for lock. And as my second action, let's actually remove a lock or move it. Well, let's move this lock to No. I think let's not move the lock.
You can move. You can turn jammers on.
Manufacture the evidence. Evidence is needed for.
You already have evidence as a consort.
I can maybe I can jack. With a tool, take an item or duplicate the data. I don't have a tool, right?
No.
Right. Okay, let's move him here for the second action. Let's go.
7 minutes. I use chimp. I pick the briefcase. As a free action, I go to the format locks and I kill Stowaway. And I am not suspicious because of it.
You're already suspect. Can't get more suspect than you are. This stupid lock is now gonna cause... Now this whole thing is like a death trap. Alright. It is what it is. I'm going to activate the engineer. The engineer is gonna go here. Actually, they could go 1, 2 to undo that lock. Not that they care that much. Yeah, instead they're gonna go here and can contaminate it. And then
If I have a compromise, I can only ask for doing one action, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the test subject. There's nothing special about the test subject compliment, right? That's the corpsicle compliment. Okay, they're gonna move into here, and they're also gonna become contaminated.
Hmm. Cyborg one? Wait, how did the cyborg get there?
Compromat.
Oh, okay. People got infected. Interesting.
Big mistake, Monkey, getting back into the station. I'm not getting out of here alive.
Maybe he is.
I think he wants the medical pod.
It was lucky. It was lucky that I didn't care so much to release Project X because I want to very badly.
Oh. Oh, do you want to release Project X?
Well, I want to release Project X just so that I can cause
to see.
Just to see what it is.
cause some issues. In fact, yeah, neither of those characters have science, or I would have been able to actually see what it was this turn, because there would have been a free action to manufacture the X secret.
Control the medical bot. Go 1 and then float out in space.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is reveal the exile. I'm going to use them this turn so I don't move my activation, and that's my
Wait.
cube. Oh,
So you're doing a Schrodinger reveal?
no. The consort would have
you
been
not-
the Schrodinger reveal.
Ah, okay.
Right. The exile was one I wanted to do initially, so
So take
The
your
consort
cube
would-
back.
take the cube back, so I don't need to influence myself. Still gonna activate it. Right now, all he's gonna do first turn is make a gun. As a bonus set. Oh, I can't do that in that order. I have to do my actions before using the compromat.
You can
No,
do
you
it
can
in
do your
an
compliment
order.
at any time during your activation phase.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to use the Daredevil's compromat to drag.
Does it say it differently somewhere? I don't activate.
I just assumed by the
Okay.
rulebook order. It doesn't actually say, I don't think.
Perform one action. Okay, so I guess I'll make it clear. Perform an action with a character. I'm talking.
So I'm going to use the Daredevil's compromat, but because it's an NPC and I'm the exile, I get it back into my hand. And then as a bonus action with the hacker, I will lock the medic pod. I guess I put a timer now on the pod.
No, you need to.
It's a section action to.
So you
Initiate
need
lock.
one more action to do that.
Oh, second action. Okay. Well then, I will let you try and figure out that lock. Because I can't do a second action yet.
You can use a bribe for another action.
If
Really?
you want to lose a point in the process,
You could bribe the monkey to push the button.
you could do that.
If you want.
The monkey doesn't have to accept the bribe, but you could.
You could bribe the Daredevil to set the timer, though.
That is also a thing you could do.
It's not actually a bad thing, because it's at least a gain of a point, and it prevents the monkey from...
I can tell you what's. No, yeah, actually, because you locked it, that's smart. Because if the monkey goes in there and damages that pod, that's a problem.
Yep. So, yeah, I'll bribe the Daredevil to set the timer.
Good play.
Uh,
You are messing with
I
my
would
plans.
like that move more. I would like that move more if
It didn't
if
help
that
me.
Daredevil had been able to do a thing that I've been trying to get the Daredevil to do all damn game, but Greg's been stopping me.
Yeah, it's because I had the Daredevil compliment right away, and I was like, I'll see if I can keep him where I want him.
All right. At any time during your activation phase, that's the Greg roll. Anytime during your activation phase, reveal and discard a compromat token from your hand.
Can a human exist in EVA without a helmet?
He will
Well,
die.
what do you think?
Uh-huh.
And you
So if-
cannot do suicide actions with any characters.
What? Sorry?
You cannot
Once again?
do suicide action with. So
I can.
human with helmet cannot jump to the space to die.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame.
In the rulebook, we say that characters have self-preservation. I've actually removed all reference to suicide and suicidal actions. So,
Right.
Yeah, and the
all
digital
characters
assistant
have self-preservation.
Yep, the digital assistant can remove it from robots that they have control over, but that's about it.
And right now, nobody can leave the station until somebody with this symbol comes here and
Yes.
triggers the abandoned ship,
Well,
right?
the medevac pod does not require abandoned ship to launch.
Mm-hmm.
It requires an injured passenger, which the monkey thankfully did for me.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yes, you need to trigger abandoned ship either by going here. You can also trigger abandoned ship by releasing Project X here, or by causing a blackout by damaging 2 sections.
I doubt that is gonna happen in this game. So,
I mean, abandoned ship is going to happen on turn 1 regardless.
Mhm.
There might not be enough time.
Or any officer can release Project X to trigger abandoned ship also.
We got 2
said
officers
that.
right there.
And everyone with digital assistant is officers, so it is not.
Everyone has the keys to the vault. We just don't know what's in there.
So it is not
Oh,
so hard in
right.
this game.
Engineer is an officer. Uh-huh.
And
So it's a
Cyborg
test
is
so
now
is the
also their
Cyborg.
officer.
So both of these characters, if you move them to Cryolab and do the bypass action, that will release Project X and also
But the
trigger
cyborg
abandoned
is
ship.
not the officer.
Yeah.
How does
So
he?
The Cyborg has a digital assistant, and the digital assistant
Right.
gives you
right.
officer.
I would love
Oh.
to.
That's nice. Okay, let's do this.
It looks like
Let's
you're
do
trying
this.
to release the
Let's
vault.
do this. And so I remove this lock, right?
No, you
No.
release.
No.
You trigger abandoned ship, and that release.
I flip this card.
You bypass. So you
All right.
trigger.
So let's do this in order.
Okay.
Right.
So
let's
first of
actually
all,
show-
trigger abandoned ship, right?
So abandoned ship is 7-1. So let's go to 7-1 to look it up. Right. Abandoned ship can be triggered, blah blah blah, etc. When triggered, remove all locks. So we're
Bad
triggering abandoned
Daredevil.
ship. Remove all locks.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Bad
nice.
news. Bad news.
Oh.
The monkey's like, oh, it opened.
Oh no! I accidentally helped the monkey, right?
Yeah.
Well, the monkey can't. Yeah, the monkey actually can get in there because the occupancy limit used to be 2 for the medevac pod, but now it's 3. All right, so all of the locks are removed.
So there's my bribe.
Yeah, that's what happens. You could have tried to bribe the monkey. You probably would have accepted the bribe. I don't think the monkey cares that. It's a point for the monkey. Okay, so
And after all,
we and release Project X.
so I flip a this card, right?
Oh no.
Can take
Oh no.
Tentacle
Yes,
monstrosity.
yes, yes, yes. The
Place the
deadliest of
monster.
monsters. All right, so this is the tentacled monstrosity. So at the end of every player's turn, they must use the monster to consume a co-located item or character. Consumed items or characters placed on this card are downed if possible. Oh, so we removed Annihilated just because it probably was too powerful. No, this is old. This hasn't been updated. Anyway, if there are co-located items or characters, the monster instead moves all adjacent items and characters to its section. If none, then the player must move the monster one section closer.
Sorry guys,
So essentially what's going to happen... Alright, so essentially what's going to happen is that at the end of every player's turn, if there's nothing where the monster is, it's going to take everything that is adjacent and move it to where the monster is.
This was the old one that.
And if there's something where the monster is, it's going to consume one of those things. The only way to kill this monster is with fire.
That's what we complained about. It was way too hard to kill it.
It was way too hard to kill it. But only one person has a gun, and actually, I don't want that person to kill it. I want that person to die.
There are two persons with gun now.
Excuse me, there are two people with guns.
Who else has a gun?
I have a gun.
Exile has a gun.
I was just sitting here in the print shop.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Rules as written, and because we've only seen the tentacled monstrosity ones before. They did ruin everything, but let's try it again. All right. So in this case, are you done with your turn, Rush? Are you done with your activation phase? Rush, hello.
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 Yep, I'm here. I need to push the button, right? So
No,
my
Right, so
You
you're done with
activate-
well, wait one
you
second. I
activate the
just want to
monster.
make sure you were done with your activation phase. So
right.
now it's the resolve. Now it's the resolve phase, right? So in the resolve phase, we need to resolve this. So at the end of our player's turn, they must use a monster to consume a co-located item. There are no co-located items, right? If there are no co-located items, then instead the monster moves all adjacent items and characters to its section, even through vents, but not locks, right? So it's going to move the test subject into here, and the engineer into here. Right, and then that's it. So that's the end of that. Now at the end of the next player's turn, the tentacled monstrosity is going to eat either the test subject or the engineer.
And how do we decide between these two?
The player decides. Player may choose.
And this thing is gonna be here in this lab. It's not moving, right?
It will move.
It does move. So when it eats both of these, right, then there's not going to be any co-located items. There's not going to be any adjacent items. So it's going to move to the next closest human.
In our case, the biologist.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I will bribe the consort to send evidence to Chimp to be sure. And I go to the medic pod. with the chimp.
And you're gonna damage it so that I can launch it.
No.
You sure? You sure if I give you a bribe to damage that pod, you wouldn't?
Just shoot the light up thing.
You can bribe me to shoot the Daredevil.
I'd rather bribe you to damage the pod.
So, question: if you revive the stowaway, it'll still launch, right?
Yes,
Yes.
the launch sequence has been initiated already. Nothing stops a launch sequence once it's been initiated.
It'd be funny if you could revive someone to stop it. It's like, oh, no dead
I'm
people.
I'm annoyed that the two things. So does that count? I guess it's not a character. It's a monster.
Yeah, and I activate the monster to eat the cyborg. It goes.
So he is out of game.
He's
the
inside
eternity.
the monster.
Yeah, he's annihilated. Yeah. But if the monster is killed, then they're all like saved again. They're all revived.
And how can be a monster annihilated?
How can you kill the monster? You mean?
Yeah, right.
With the fire.
You need to kill it with fire.
So probably
There's
best
a
to
place
manufacture a firebomb here and throw it.
Yeah, either that or in the tanks if you damage the fuel cells, that'll cause fire as well. But probably a firebomb.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a scientist here that can do it, but so many issues right now. So many issues. I have so few points. I have no points. Problem. This is a problem. Okay. And I already activated the engineer. That's an even bigger problem.
Oh yeah, because if you pull him out, he's just gonna get dragged back in.
Okay, so I'm going to use the compromat for the engineer. The engineer is going to go this way. Unfortunately, the engineer doesn't have tunnel rat, so I can't go the way that I want him to go. And it goes through. I think we decided that it wasn't going to go through vents.
It says so. It goes
That,
to the vents.
I think that's the one thing that we said, right? There.
The play is written,
And that-
which I don't like, though.
Alright, in which case I have to go. Yeah, I have to go to the med lab. If I was gonna do anything with that. Oh, it's so unlikely.
Yes, run, engineer, run.
I mean, it's just gonna chase after it anyway.
Probably.
If you drop some items, it'll be distracted.
I don't
That's-
have any items though.
Oh yeah, that's
Drop the contamination. Drop your arm.
Alright, I think I just leave the engineer to die. And the boarder still has a helmet. by doing that, that help matters. Yeah, I guess I can do that just to put it in. Yeah, that works, right? Let me just check my own rolls. Okay. So I'm gonna activate the border. And the border is going to go into magnetic containment. Pick up the antimatter. And then leave magnetic containment, arming the antimatter. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It should be 4.
Oh, that's right. It's just 4. And now I already spent my compromat, so I guess that's that. And at the end of that, it's going to move, it's going to drag the engineer back. Tough. Very tough.
Well, I guess we'll copy some digital assistants to the medical team as they leave. Where we're gonna need some more copies. Alright, Astrochimp, you just received an email, and the Daredevil. I need another digital assistant.
So, let me clone them for you. Here, digital assistant.
Can you copy data to downed characters?
Yes,
Oh, I can?
you can copy data to down characters.
Let's see, would that get me a point if I send it to the,
I think it
You sent them
doesn't.
an email. You can send an email to dead people.
Okay, so the stowaway
You
will,
don't have to receive it.
the stowaway will count as escaped.
Yes. I think it doesn't matter just now.
Oh wow. Okay, that's gonna be a problem.
Okay, well, let's see how this works. I'll use the Exile's Compromat, and you're gonna send this email to to the stowaway. Or be suspicious. Okay. Oh, you still have a copy, too.
You my
Everyone
copy.
gets this.
No.
Boy, I really, really would like to damage that pod.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate that the stowaway has it.
Well, you can delete your own piece. I don't. You're the exile. Yeah, you can't delete
Yeah.
anything.
Alright, engineer down. Alright, just reveal as a cyborg and you can repair yourself.
This is rough.
Sorry guys, I'm here. What happened? Yes.
Oh, I'm just
Nothing.
trying to currently figure out what to.
Oh, the engineer result, right?
So, can I drag away a PC? No, they have to be downed.
No,
They have to be downed,
you need to drag down character.
which I can't do against the chimp because they have a
Just
gun.
pick up the monkey and drag him out.
Yeah. Just pick up the monkey with the gun. No problem, right?
Yeah, throw banana
Bananas, so he'll
and
chase
we will
after it.
see.
All right, so that's launching. Nothing I can do about that. So let's focus on something
You
else.
you can play as a daredevil and take the stowaway away, but I think it's not
It's
useful
more
for
helpful
you.
for me that they both get out anyway. The only thing I can do is play as the daredevil and delete my own data, which not the most exciting turn.
You cannot delete daredevil
Only
data.
PCs can delete data.
Oh, right. So yeah, unfortunately the digital assistant is getting a lot of points.
Like 3. 3
Though I'm
points.
wondering, I mean,
The monkey's
Yeah.
getting like 10.
But you have probably same goal as the digital assistant with exile to get
Yep.
people.
I want them both out. So
It's 1 point
Is-
for me if you get out. It's a lot of points for you.
I'm gonna control the. Oh, the border's got a token on him. Alright, I will put an influence on the station chief. No one has touched them yet, so let's go. Alright, station chief. You, Wow, fastest way to get there. One, two.
Can you get there?
I can get to the McQueen.
Station chief is running away.
Wait, how'd you get there?
Yeah. The quarters wraps around this way and then goes this way.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yes.
a little hard
But it'd
to
be
see.
faster to take control of the border and just do it a couple turns at a time. Yeah.
Right. Station Chief, charge at the monster and save us.
No. Border's gonna go here. And, yeah. What is it? Nope. Wow. That is just unfortunate.
End of your turn, the tentacle monster has to go 1 step closer to a human.
So it has to go here.
Yeah.
this is unfortunate. Is pretty much the motto of Stationfall.
And also the medevac launches and goes to
Yes.
the mesosphere.
Yes, and the stowaways.
Stowaways rescued. Where? Daredevil. One of the cyborgs escaped. Since the cyborg is a human and a robot, would I get 4 points if he escaped?
Oh,
What are your?
Because I get 3 points.
I
on
mean, you don't get points for both humans and robots, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, it's 3 points for robot and 1 for human, and he counts as both, so it should be 4.
I think so.
Well, we'll find out next time.
And maintenance clones share items. Oh no, they have separate slots, right?
And did you
Mhm.
move monster on end of your turn?
I did.
Mhm. Well, let's activate the consort and move him twice to machine shop and pick up this wonderful tool to construct wonderful things, right?
Damage the pod that you're in.
And
That's usually what
5
happens.
minutes.
I think it's safer to go this way.
I influence. Oh, border. I do not need. So I throw helmet and the antimatter to the space.
The medical bot should bring it back in. Sure, you dropped this.
Oh, I need to put an influence cube on the border. I didn't do that last time.
Wait, could you have
Sad
done
that the rocket wings are inside the tentacle
Oh,
monster.
that's right. I cannot do both.
You could do one of them and drop the other if you want.
That's right.
Wait, why can't you?
Oh,
do that?
guys, we move monster after every player's turn, right?
Yes.
So after my turn, this should be here, and after
Python's
Peter's
turn, it's in.
yeah, right.
Seems pretty brutal. So I'm just checking Matt's old rules to see if it matches my rules for this one thing. So it doesn't say, but so sorry, I need to just double check to make sure. Come on, search. All right, this is taking too long, so I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna activate medical. Medical is gonna pick up the antimatter. Medical's gonna go back in for one action. Fortunately, there's nobody dead here that would make this a free action. And then they're going to go into Houdini. And then I'm going to bribe the border to launch Houdini.
But you will not
Yeah.
get points for antimatter explosion.
I won't get points for antimatter. As far as the rules is as I wrote them, if the antimatter's in the mesosphere, you annihilate any pods and all of their contents and any characters possessing the antimatter.
So all the pods will go?
Yes, but it is not engineered goal to detonate on the board. It's
Yes.
okay.
As I can't find anything quite yet, I'm gonna message Matt, who is currently in a meeting. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back.
So we will have more turns if the antimatter flies away. And are you done with your turn or no?
Okay, so it's just the pod, not everything. Which means in that case, that's not really something I want to do. I would only do that if it means that I could, kill everyone else in the process.
No, you cannot.
You just need to make the antimatter bigger so it kills everyone on Earth.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate because that was my plan, was to do that. And I have to rewrite those rules now. And I need to get my bride back.
I also give you back your influence and your put the activation back on the border.
Very sad. I'm very sad about everything. Alright, so I will activate the maintenance clones. Maintenance clones will pick up a tool. Maintenance clones will go 1, 2.
Nice.
But you put it on the wrong clock.
Oh wait, the maintenance clones are 0-born, right? So I can actually do one more action.
But
No, if I don't pick up a tool, I can do one more action, which I will. So 1, 2, 3.
Go here.
And the monster.
And the monster eats. Nom 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 nom.
Oh wait 1 second. I didn't realize that monster was right next to the microbiologist. Son of a bitch. And somebody has a disc on the microbiologist. Why?
Weren't you the one who
Why would
released
you
it?
do such a thing? Yeah, okay. I guess that's happening. Okay.
contaminated. Not that it'll matter.
Well, that whole antimatter business was useless then. I wouldn't have done that with a border. The whole process was I wanted to kill everyone.
It does seem in the way that the rules are written.
You can kill everyone, but to keep it on the board.
Yeah, well, the rules are written stupidly, and whoever wrote them is stupid.
Oh.
We could bring the antimatter, but
If
control medical. We can go in. Yeah, let's go over in here and get a free pickup of compromat. Ooh, that's good. Do you have any free stuff? Not unless he goes over there to revive people. Okay. Turn in,
Right.
so that's to move over here. Find a snack.
I guess I'll just activate the border again. Jump onto the McQueen myself and grab the last compromat.
Yourself? Are you hinting at something?
I already revealed that I'm the exile.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying I will physically do it myself.
Okay, and now we have to move the monster.
Nope. We move he grabs
Nope.
the clone.
So, as for my action, I'm gonna okay. I'm keeping my disc on a consort, so I'm moving here, and also using this complement. I'm actually launching this pod. Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
so many people are escaping, and none of them are people that I want to escape in their current state. Like, I would normally be very happy about all these people escaping. But only if I was... Actually, you know what?
Oh,
I'm gonna
right.
do that.
And,
That's gonna
and
happen. I'm actually gonna do that.
the-
That is 100% gonna happen.
So,
Which means that
I activate the consort. I go to Alcatraz. I pick the compra. Oh no.
Move the monster. Where is
Yes.
the nearest
And
thing?
the monster goes
I think he has to go here.
Oh,
Here or here.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could go either way. It could try to go down here for the clone.
It won't matter. So this is the
Wait,
next
1, 2,
stop.
3. That's closest. Yeah, you're right.
Well, he started here. Right?
Oh,
I start in here.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna Scrodinger reveal.
So you're really the border? You're
Quite.
someone.
Station chief.
You're correct.
Oh Jesus!
That's quite
Oh
surprise.
no!
Meaning as a station chief.
Yes, and you are doing great job already.
Ooh,
I am. I'm doing an
Oh, because
exceptional
now all the
job.
digital assistants are officers.
I'm doing an exceptional job.
Wow.
Yeah, do they count as officers for that ability? I guess they do.
Yes.
Yep, they do.
Can you do it if they're a PC?
Let me let me ask for station chief.
I mean, I assume you can't control PCs.
Yeah, I think it should be NPC.
I mean, it's definitely for NPCs.
Oh wow! So you can perform an
So Matt
NPC.
says no, actually. Matt says that it doesn't count, but that I'm gonna say it does, just because I don't see. I'm gonna discuss it with them, but I don't see how we can delineate an officer from somebody with the officer ability. So +1 per NPC officer per NPC officer that, but not that has. Yeah, I don't get how we do that. In any case, I'm gonna score myself for both just to see how ridiculous the score is, and we'll discuss that with Matt later. But that's still a good move for me. All right, I still need to do my action.
Is it a free action or is it just a one action, like a normal action?
What?
The forceful presence.
It is a free action, I believe. At the start of the station, you may perform an action with a. Oh, it used to be a free action.
It has the infinity, so it's a passive? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
Persistent.
Well, the reason it's passive like that is because it's not a specific action.
Yes, but it depends. It's matter as a normal action or it's free.
Yeah, that does make a difference because it's I mean, it's a difference of 2 or 3 actions a turn, right?
It is.
It was free action before.
It was a free action before. I'm just let's Right. In any case, I'm gonna tell the officer or the operative to move this way. And Okay, so Matt says he didn't intend to change it, so I'm gonna assume that that's how it should have been. So that's a free action. Then the station chief still gets 2. Station chief is going to move 1, 2.
Huh, really?
And the monster.
Yeah, where are you moving the monster?
The monster has to move down, right? There's no real other option. Move that way.
3, 2. Oh, wait, this is closer.
No, that's right.
Yourself.
Yeah, commander is biting monster.
It's the station chief. All right, that's my turn.
Huh. I'm not sure why you moved there, but okay.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure that I'm doing this right. I guess that's true. Robots don't really count. But you care about it, right? Yeah, you care about robots with yeah. So you're gonna try hard to make that happen.
Oh, are you sure you wanted to move it there?
Well, I want to move it there so that I can launch things.
She's gonna get eaten. And we can't move her.
Well, fine. In which case,
Leave this here for now.
so maintenance clones, right? Yeah. I'll move the maintenance, the beta 1, 2. Beta was here. Yeah, 1, 2.
And you moved the engineer back, right? Who was here? Or not the engineer, the operative.
You can move beta 1 more up to 0 gravity.
No, there was already a thing here, wasn't there?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was yours. I think?
Well, I just saw that it was here, so I assume that's somebody moved it back to where it was.
Where did the clone... Oh, right, you moved the clone over there, and we got caught.
And so the monster. Choose.
Yep, monster closest would be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Okay. He's in the chem lab. Destroy it. Yeah, it used to have the rule where it sets on fire if you shoot something in the chem lab.
Yeah, but it was never used.
It would be very useful right now. Just move in there and shoot.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I could just shoot the print shop and then leave, and eventually.
The Exile doesn't have a helmet, so the Exile can't shoot the chem lab, and because of self-preservation,
But
No,
they
no,
would
no.
have to manufacture a helmet first.
Yeah.
but that's probably too
Oh,
late.
and then I won't be able to move. Whatever. Oh, we'll figure that out, right?
Let me see. Consort's there. I can activate Digital Assistant to give suggestions to the consort, who's a robot. Let's send one to Beta over here. Why do I do that? Or do I just want to launch the pod? Yep, okay, we'll set the timer. Okay, so there's a timer there. I think that's everything. So monster goes over here.
So I'm going to put on a helmet. Yeah, manufacture a helmet. And then, so if I damage the section I'm in, the fire will spread.
No, it will not make fire.
Oh, right, it won't make it.
Only if
make
you
fire
damage
elsewhere.
the fuel cells.
Only the fuel cells will cause fire.
I think it's probably
However,
better for
if you
you
move,
to not manufacture
yeah,
helmet
that's
and
not
run
gonna
away.
No, I'm just gonna have to move.
Get an extra action. You can make the helmet and jump out into space.
Yeah. You know what? As a free drop, I'll drop the gun.
why would you drop the gun?
Well, because
Oh yeah, I get it, because it's gonna grab.
But you should
thing,
drop gun here, not there.
Yeah, that'll
Well-
slow it down.
Oh yeah, that'll slow it down even more. Yeah,
It's valid.
you're right.
And since you're in the physics lab, your digital assistant is deleted. No,
Yeah.
my baby.
Before I do that, no. Before I do that. There we go.
What was it?
I turned jammers off. On.
But it takes action to do it.
No, it does not.
Oh yeah, that's right. New rule from.
It was convenient for me, and now it is not.
And monster.
Oh yeah, now the monster drags the gun.
At least it's not an Astrochimp.
So maybe it's turn for maintenance clones.
Okay, so I changed it to read per NPC with the officer icon that escapes. That's the way to distinguish.
Yeah, that's better.
So if I'm zero board, I can take a free step into zero gravity. So
Yes.
this cannot use this ability. Okay.
They
So
both
let's
can
move.
because the pink is 0. So,
Yeah, but blue isn't.
but if you want
But he can move
with
here into
gamma,
here.
you can have 3 movement here and 1 here. With beta, you
That's
can
correct.
have 3 movement to here and 1 to some pot.
Pretty sure this is 0G, right? Even though it's not pink.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah. It's
that's
actually-
very valid. That should be pink. So I'm going to
Yeah, it should be.
make that clear.
Let's move him once and twice. Down here.
No, Oh, you can only go 2 spaces.
This counts as.
Yeah, it doesn't go behind it.
All right. Dropping him here then.
Oh,
And this
monster.
is all for my activation, right? Two action. No, one is from zero board and one because
Yep.
of the this. And it's for the monster. This is just deleted.
Okay, 3 minutes. I activate the concert and I sabotage the pot. That was my plan already.
See, I
Even
told you not to
without the
touch
See,
launching.
now, so here's the thing. I had a maintenance clone that was going to make it in there and could have unsabotaged that pod, but somebody decided to move the maintenance clone.
Yeah, in case he's gonna evacuate, you know.
So this turn, he's gonna get sucked in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks a lot. Well, he can move out. And let me see. 1,
No, I need
2,
to get the operative out.
and I can move 1, 2 and repair.
It's all about that operative.
Why the operative?
Because I get points for an NPC officer getting off the station.
Oh, poor clones.
Okay, I'll activate the operative. The operative is going to move 1, 2, and 3.
So, how is he gonna escape? Might be hard.
We'll see. It does go through locks. Yeah, it's juggernauts. Um, what could I do here? I only care about people. There is unlikely. It's unlikely. Okay, so the consort does have, yeah, okay. All right, so digital assistant. Oh no, I already spent the compromise. Never mind. I'm done.
And eat the beta.
Monster eats the engineer, yep. Or the maintenance clone. which gets rid of. Oh, this is actually really awful for the exile because I can't move anywhere.
Yes. I think the manufacturer helmet was not so good move.
Could be good. We could just get to it.
What I should have done is run instead. Drop the gun and run 2 spaces and try and pick that up for free.
I do not know. You are probably locked there too much.
Monster sucks.
Okay, I'll activate the consort. We'll drop the tool here. I warned you not to pick it up. And we'll just walk over there.
Okay.
That's all we can do. End of turn. This.
Can you wait one second real quick?
All right.
I need to do something. Where's the commander? There. Okay. Every turn that you activate the commander, pick up. Yes. Okay. So let me screenshot this. If you can get your hands out of the way real quick.
Yeah, it says NPC in chain of command.
Right. Sorry, I need to give that to Matt because he doesn't believe me. That's what it used to be. Okay. You can continue now.
Oh, and I believe this gets annihilated.
Right.
Oh, and the monster moves over here.
End of turn. Monster has to move right there. Alright, he's not blocking the airlock anymore.
Yeah, but only 1 movement.
Now I forget who wanted the consort to escape.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Matt, right now,
Yeah.
it says, the station chief says, at the start of the station chief's activation phase, you may perform an action with a co-located NPC or with an officer anywhere.
Okay.
So right now it just says that, like, it's an action. It's as an action. Previously it said it was a free action. So the only question was, did you change that? If not, then it should be a free action.
Yes, I guess the question is free. What's the difference between the term free action and action in this context?
It doesn't count as one of your actions.
Yeah, it should not. It should not count against the station chief's actions.
Okay, so I just have to rewrite that to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm just
it's
always worried
it's
about-
confusing with this wording.
I'm sorry. Say again, Peter.
It is confusing with this wording, assist count or not. So the free action will be better.
Okay. Yes, it should say free. I've just it should say free. I just don't want it to get confused with the free pickup drop or any of that other stuff. But I think we're okay. I think that'll fix it.
Yeah, there's no way
I see something I could have done instead. I don't know if you want to rewind that or just let it go.
Also, I'm very sad that I couldn't kill everyone in the mesosphere. Whoever wrote these rules is.
Truly, truly tragic. All right, I'm gonna bounce out. Hey, thanks for playtesting, guys. Good luck.
what is it you wanted to do?
I saw a better move I could do. I don't know if you want to take it
Yeah,
back.
go ahead.
If we do something else instead. I don't know. Yeah, don't need the consort there. We'll just control the clones for 1 cube. Or the clone.
There's still. I was about to say there's still a live clone.
Let me see if I got it right. So they can move 1 for free. Move 1 as an action.
No, they can't go through.
Right,
vents.
so you can move 1 for free, move
Mhm.
1 as an action.
Move through the tunnel. Oh wait, they don't have tunnel?
They don't have tunnel.
Oh, yeah, I kept
They
thinking
do not have tunnel, right?
They do not have tunnel. Alright, never mind. Alright, launching that.
Yeah, that is a better move.
I was like, oh, I could get them there if they had tunnel, and I kept thinking all this time they did. Didn't they used to have
And
it?
did you drop the
No.
tool?
Yeah,
They never had tunnel rat. You're thinking troubleshooter?
yeah.
Because troubleshooter has jury rig and tunnel rat, and maintenance clones have jury rig and zero born.
Couldn't
So
see-
it would be the monkey has zero born and tunnel rat, but I think that they shouldn't just because it's so ridiculous how quickly the monkey can move.
Whoever made these clones should have made them smaller.
This sucks. I
Just
really.
lead it into the tanks. Lead it into the tanks. Do you have a helmet? You think manufacturer?
I
you
had
got
a
the
helmet. Yeah. Well, where are the
If
tanks?
you lead it into the if you lead it into the tanks and then go into fuel cells, but you needed a helmet, you could damage. Oh, you got rid of your gun too. Never mind.
Yeah. Like
Dropping out your
I
thing.
can't
If you had
You
a
can
gun and a
take-
helmet, then you could have shot the fuel cells.
with
and
5
it would have
players.
died in
I
the fire.
can't get enough distance between it and me to do that. So I can only move 1 space a turn.
Yeah. We were fine with the. We can talk about it after.
Yeah.
A tentacle monster is the most dangerous monster.
Yes. So I'm thinking. So even if I drop my helmet and move 1 space, it's gonna suck the helmet at the end of my turn. It's gonna eat the helmet at the end of Rush's turn. It's gonna move here at the end of Piston's turn. At the end of your turn, it's gonna grab me, which means I'm exactly where I started at the beginning of the turn.
So
yes.
why did you drop your helmet?
Because if I don't, it's just gonna move 1 space at the end of my turn.
And why aren't you trying to? I mean, well, for one, I would have tried to go to the chem lab. No,
I couldn't.
that's not
It
right.
was
So-
between. Again, I was too far away.
So
by the time I
you're
get-
in the physics lab. You're in the physics lab, right?
Yeah.
And you have a helmet currently.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the best move.
It was here, right? A few turns ago. Yeah, in the beginning, it doesn't matter. I can't go to the chem lab without dying.
Yeah.
And now I definitely can't go to the
Yeah.
chem lab.
Honestly, I would have manufactured more things in the print shop.
I mean, I already. Yes. Like, keep
I would have
manufacturing
manufactured
things?
just manufactured a bunch of things, and then they would have eaten all those things.
I did do that. I'm leaving a trail of dead bodies. Like, that's what I did do. And it's.
All right, well, you keep doing your thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. No, it's just I don't think there's a way I can get away from it. So I'm thinking, should I spend my time doing something else? But I don't really know what else I could do.
Yeah, when you revealed.
No, no one tried to
You
stop
could have
me.
bribed
Okay,
yourself. No, I'm saying
what-
if you hadn't revealed, you could bribe yourself, and then you can move one more. But you revealed, so you can't bribe yourself.
I already bribed the Daredevil, too.
So yeah, you can't compromise yourself if you have your own compromise.
It's already out.
You can bribe someone else to bribe him back to you. But this is
Bribe's
really
already
cool
out, though.
stuff. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you're. Listen, not everyone in the story is survives.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll just move the consort into the Houdini.
Okay. Have Gamma Claw life, which I think we should. So influence him again. He does one movement and one free movement, and I think that's it. My turn is quite easy. Don't let the station.
Do I still have my bribe? I do still have my bribe. Excellent. Excellent.
Bribe
Oh.
is just 1
So-
point extra at the end
Should
of the
this
game.
now be
Yes.
over here?
Yes.
Oh yes. This also should be here.
So at the end of Andy's turn. Wow.
So
I think it should destroy the rescue ship.
I use
I
Conzart
forgot
to
there was a rescue ship.
move out.
Yeah, I didn't. That was.
Oh man, that's even tough. That's even tougher for Gregory because he could have escaped if he had just gotten EVA.
Well, no, I couldn't go into the EVA because somebody.
Oh, you're
killed-
right because the anti because hey, that
Yep.
was me.
Yep,
That
I
was
know.
just me.
You just go out there and throw it back in. This has come up.
All right. So
Yeah, the monster goes.
so this is cool. I like this. I'm going to activate the operative again, and the operative is going to move 1. I'm going to bribe the operative to move 1 more.
Wait, did someone take the consort out of the Houdini?
I move it.
I
out.
assume so.
Should put more cubes if you don't want him to mess with it.
Oh, I have to put a cube
So-
to begin with.
To be clear, the consort is here, right? Just making
Yep.
sure that's the case. All right, cool. In which case, I'm going to compromat the digital assistant to launch the operative.
No.
You want
Very
me to run the
suspect.
game?
No, that'd just be suspect.
Right, but what? He doesn't have any evidence.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. I mean, I'm not going to be able to, send evidence to the authorities
Oh,
to make him
right,
guilty.
right, right. Yep.
I was just hoping that he would do it out of the kindness of his heart.
I believe the consort should have free will.
So the monster.
Yeah, I guess the monster has to move here.
No, he.
No, he doesn't move. He drags.
No, yeah, you're right.
And the antimatter explodes.
And that damages all EVA ports.
So no launching from the...
Damages to life support. Do we have to learn the rule now?
No.
Okay.
So that is an interesting point. If the antimatter explodes, it would have damaged both life supports.
It should with
The life
correct
support is gone. That rule is dead. Dead. Never even got to try it. Spent hours on that rule.
Alright. Mind control the consort. 1 and push the button. Pull the lever, Crunk. And then... yeah, why not? We have the maintenance clones compromat. We'll just resist for a turn. So end of turn, it gets right back. You tried.
I could spend my turn, have it walk away. Yeah, so I think the only two people I can affect are the clone and the operator, right? On the consort.
Yep. The monkey.
What's the point?
The monkey's
affecting-
giving bad commands.
I'm not affecting the
I mean, you could move the operator, but I'm just gonna move the operator back. So there's it's not really.
No, but I don't think it's anything else to do with my turn. But then there's nothing else for you to do with your turn either, so...
You could move the clone and
Yep,
try to
I'm going to renegotiate on my turn. Do you want to maybe you renegotiate if that'll earn you points?
Oh, wait. How does renegotiating work? Because we haven't had to do that yet.
Well, yeah, actually do look it up because I want to see you actually.
You take 1 cube back
Try that
on your disk.
It's here, by the way, also. Or, sorry, it's in the sequence of plays here.
Okay. Instead of activate, take your activation disc and 1 valid influence back from a character and skip the remainder of your turn. Why does that get you points?
Because if you're over your conspiracy limit,
But you are not.
then you lose points.
Oh.
It also counts as tiebreakers, so if it's usually a good thing to do because if you're over your limit, like I am, it basically gains you a point, and even if you're not over your limit, it's a tiebreaker.
You should move the operative out.
I should move the
You could do that, but-
You're right, actually. No. It's...
You got cubes, you can do it.
I got cubes, I can do it, and like you said, it's...
Okay.
I don't know.
If you want to be a dick about it,
It doesn't matter to me if I do the other thing. This one at least makes it so you have to do something, which makes the game 1% more interesting than the other option.
That's why I released actually this guy. So, yeah, we destroy this glow. And what should I do? Well, there's nothing else. I can actually do maybe
You can move the
renegotiate.
operative one more.
What sort and this is it. You just remove 1 disk and 1 cube.
you can remove. You have to remove your disk. You could choose to remove a cube as well.
And why would I want my cube onto a character?
Why would you want a cube off your character?
No, on the character.
The influence. Them.
If you don't want to lose influence.
But if they're dead, then
Yeah, they're dead. So
Oh.
yes. Well, that's me.
And
and
probably
then this
last
guy
turn.
moves one, I think, to here.
Yeah, I have such nice plan how to mess it. So I influence consort, and I move out from the pot. And the monster goes to the...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I like this idea. So, yeah, I'll just move into the Houdini. And I am out of compromat. And out of bribes. Really, I shouldn't even have used my bribe. So that means that yoink.
Wait, how many helmets were here?
There were two. Because the border, for some reason, chucked off their helmet.
Zoop.
Oh God. Well, he's gonna be busy for a little while.
I forgot on the monster this way.
Stupid vent thing.
Well, no, now that the items are there, it won't pull you back in.
Nope, but can't get to the pod.
Oh, but you can't get to the pod. You can do nothing.
I
have
think
no way
you
to
should
compare the
send
Hail Mary.
yourself to operative.
Yeah, I feel like this might just be game end.
I wanted to sabotage pod with operative, but
Yeah, I knew you would
he's
do that.
stupid to run away.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to repair this now. 'Cause everyone's dead. Everyone's dead, Dave.
Dead or gone.
I can't transmit. Oh, let me think. If I send the evidence, it won't really affect the monkey because he'll deliver evidence too.
I have evidence. So it doesn't
But
matter.
it'll make sure. Oh, you're the other person.
Okay, we might as well kill the consort then.
Well, you could theoretically get down to the chem lab and manufacture. Collectively, we could all do it. No, I mean, not by yourself, but hey, you and me could collaborate.
Well, this is probably last turn, so it is probably doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's,
Just found out Quackalope named a series after me. You'll see it in the Slack, Kurgan.
Yeah, I actually already did.
I just noticed it now when I got the notification.
Well, don't know what to do, so renegotiate the clones. And the monster will eat the consort before he uses any of that data against me. Pew, you're escaped.
There's no one left on the board for me to influence. So I will take a cube back.
So technically you can't take it if they've escaped, but you can just take one from the clones.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
So if they're dead, you can renegotiate.
Renegotiate with the corpse. Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
While they're dying, they're bleeding on the ground.
Yeah.
In the stomach.
The terms of the contract have changed.
So, what can I actually?
A cube back.
Yeah, alright. And that's all.
Monster eats something.
Oh, it should eat two things then.
Two things.
I think it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And
Maybe
also,
No, that one stays. That one stays.
Let's see.
oh, okay, okay.
If there's another turn, it could get to the
And
Okay, no.
Stationfall.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone revealed that has not yet revealed.
Yeah. I was the most unsuccessful cyborg / fugitive / criminal ever. Like, ever.
And then everyone that has cubes on revealed characters needs to move into betrayal. So I move 1 for the sideboard. I think that's it.
Yep.
No one's the border. Though amusingly, no one escaped. So it doesn't matter. And everyone else moved their cubes to betrayal that needed to move cubes to betrayal?
Yep, I think you were the only. That was the only one that had been revealed.
Well, fine. If I lose from tiebreaker, I'm going to be very upset. All right. So now anyone that has data can send that data to offsites.
I can. Someone cares about them, so I can do it. Or
It's just the
Transmit the data. I'll give you a bribe if you transmit the the digital assistant, so I get a point. I guess I can't do that though.
no, I think
You
it
can't do
doesn't matter just now for me.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so no data has been sent to the offsites. Now we do scoring. So we'll go in order. Peter,
So
I need your
escaped.
primary points.
I escaped.
I need your primary points and your regular points.
I escaped with the briefcase and gun. That's 7. Stowaway escaped, so that's 2 more. And that should be everything. Yes.
All right, so 9 and 7. Okay, so to meet, I was the station chief, and I Scroldinger revealed. So I was actually the microbiologist, and that did not work out very well for me. They're all dead. Every biocontaminated person was dead, and I was like, I kept thinking like, yeah, no, that person's dead. Yeah, that person's dead too. And eventually I was like, screw it. Everyone's escaping. I'm going to be the station chief. So 1 point for every other human that escapes. So that is the monkey, stowaway, daredevil, boarder, and operative. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 more for every NPC officer. And there's only one NPC officer.
There was 1 more for every NPC officer.
Plus 1. Sorry, yeah. So that's, well, that wasn't really worth my bread then. I thought it was 2 more. So that's 1 more for this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 if Station Chief is on board and live at Stationfall, which was the case. So that is 8 points for me. So I got 8 primary points and 0 secondary, or 0 bonus points.
But you get -1.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do the I was gonna renegotiate to get that back, but somebody had to be a dick about it. But fine. 7 primary points.
Listen, you've seen me on stream. You know if I'm not being antagonistic, I'm not playing.
All right. Next is Hayes.
All right, we had robot escape with digital assistant for 3. Then I think these 3 had a digital assistant. It's so hard to keep track. Astrochimp, daredevil, and stowaway. So that's 3 more. Boarder and operative did not have one, right?
Right.
So that's 6 points. I did not kill the medical bot for 1 point, and I have a bribe, so that's 7.
7 total.
7 total.
And primary then was 6.
Yeah, primary 6 and 1 for the bribe. If the consort escaped, it would have been 10 total. Someone had a grudge against
Okay.
the clones.
Yeah, I tried to get those clones out. Those clones would have been easy points for me, but somebody was very against the clone surviving.
Yeah, it was me because clones was eliminated, so I
Right.
just gotta.
Greg, points.
So, unfortunately, the Exile did not make it. Also, the Exile did not have information, so it doesn't matter on both those. And triple unfortunate is the third compromat I grabbed was of the Station Chief. So, I only have 4 points. 1 for the Stowaway and 1 for the Daredevil that escaped.
Actually, no, because the ghosts are with the plus, so you need to survive to count
Oh.
up.
I got a big fat stinker. Egg.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Those are going to be indented. I've already noted that they used to be indented, and Robin just didn't indent them now. Probably because to save space, but they should be indented.
And my bonus would have been
yeah,
the
so
consort,
that-
but
All right, and the Exile has evidence, and the news does not. So you did get 3 points. Oh no, you're right. That's part of. I don't think that should be though. I will note that. I don't think that should be the case, because that's an all or nothing thing. That is pretty brutal. Exile shouldn't have precondition.
precondition.
Yeah, preconditional points is you need to survive in order to get the other points. So I'm going to give it to you, Greg. You got the other points.
Oh yeah, so I got 4 points.
So you got 4 total points
Yep.
and 4 primary points?
No, wait, hold on.
4.
All I got was the 4 points for the because I had 2 compromats on characters that survived.
Yeah, primary points are the points for your character. Other points are the other points. So you got 4 primary and 4 total.
Yeah, 4 in total.
Okay. Rush.
All right. So as for me, no contaminated escape to the earth, so 2 points. And +1 is for each officer that is down at the point of Stationfall. It was an engineer. So I got 3 points and 1 from border that is living. So 4 in total also. If
4
I'm
in total,
right.
3. 4 in total, 3 primary. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I think the cyborg should have same as a station field for each officer symbol. So the digital assistant is
For
not
each
counting.
officer that is down. Yeah, I will do that now. So that's a cyborg.